Hello everybody, and welcome back to the high voltage server, where it's still Easter apparently, from the looks of the decorations. This is the captain speaking, of course, and it's been a while since I've done an episode from the server. I missed last week, and possibly the week before, I'm not sure. I've been recording a few things kind of in advance, so I may have forgotten an episode or two on here, but I'm here to kind of rectify that today. So I have been busy, even though I haven't been recording. I've gone out, and I have actually done a map of the safe zone of the server. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to put it up, I think, right here. I had originally thought about putting it up in the town hall, but Frats, being the good designer that he is, made the town hall odd blocks. It's easier to get a center even point when you're built with odd blocks, which I suspect is why that was done. So it'd be a bit of a pain to fit it in somewhere, given that it's a 4x4 map grid. So rather than mess up town hall and make it look maybe a little less pretty, I'm just going to put it, I think, back here, kind of town hall adjacent. That way people can see it if they want, and it hopefully won't be in the way. I may have to put it back a little bit. So I'm thinking about here, and I said it's 4 blocks, 2, 3, 4 to here. So how would that look? 2, 3, no, that's 5 blocks. I might be a little rusty at this game. I can't even count the blocks correctly. So like that, I think. That's where I want it. And if you're wondering what I'm doing there, it's for the purpose of continuity. I want to put in the cement pillars like that. If I moved it forward, it should be fine actually if I moved it forward, so maybe I will do that. I hadn't really thought about this too much aside from the general location of where I wanted to place it. I have to... Whoa, jeez. The shovel's too good. I have to give a shout out to Cave Knox, who had all the mapping supplies at his base. He's been thinking about doing this project for a while. I just went ahead and borrowed the supplies and went out and did it. So what I'm thinking is a nice 4x4 sign block like that. Now, it shouldn't get in the way of things, I hope. So hopefully this looks fine. 1, 2, and this should be the 3rd row. And let's put a pair of torches on here just because. So let's see how this looks. I've got a copy of the map already placed on a wall in my base, just to make sure that it all fit together well and looked alright. So I have an idea of what I'm doing. At least some idea, which is kind of a change. And yeah, if you're on the server and you're thinking, Captain, that's an ugly place for that map, and you actually know a better place for it, somewhere that's easily accessible in town, I mean, feel free to move it. This is just the best that I could come up with. So yeah, I'm going to start. I'm going to go across the top, and then each row downwards. And the first one, boom. Alright, so here you can see the northwestern lake. This is where Spub and Round is Wrong and Light Chase have set up their cabins. You can also see this walled off area here. That's Caden's castle that he's been building with Miss Pretty Black and another player whose name escapes me right now. I haven't seen, I think it's a her, on very much, so I apologize. And you can see the northwest road going here, so south to my place and east to the to Paper's place in Caves Flying Islands. And I think that's what that might be right there actually, is Caves Flying Islands. So we put the next map in. There we go, boom. Alright, yeah, so that's definitely Caves Flying Islands there. You can see the red and yellow, that's the birthday present that Paper and I left for him. Now, there is a little bit of the not safe zone in here, so it's not all safe zone. The very north and right now western borders are not exactly safe. But the next map spot shows the Team West headquarters, so that's where this road eventually leads to. This giant gray box is right now where I'm building the slime test facility, which I am slowly working on. I'm not sure what that blue thing is there. Yeah, this is Team West headquarters, and the road continues, I think, southward from here to Papers, and I think it eventually heads to the east as well. And the next map, oh yeah, I think this right here is Fratz's place, his wet hole as he calls it. And then here you'll have E-Top's base. That's where the lovely dragon skull is that he built, that I feature at the beginning of my video, and is of course from the high voltage website. Coco did the nice high render of that. Up here, I think Furry's building this, and this will be Caden's and Miss Pretty Black's first little homestead they built up here. So the north is pretty well populated at this point. In this one, mostly desert. The desert's not particularly populated. It's mostly just a spot that we go and get sand from. I think it's one of the few deserts actually on the map. I think in here somewhere might be the very northmost point of like Chase's base. He's built in a savanna biome in the far east. 2, 3. Alright, so the next one might look familiar if you've seen any of my videos. That lovely spot is where I live. I've got my docks to the south. That's my ship, of course. The little village I've been working on, it's very, very slowly. Of course, my my area where my portal is and my stables, the little wall, and then my main base. You can see just how close it is to Cadence, and also Kybernet. He hasn't been on in a long time. I hope he comes back, but that's Kybernet's spot right there. The next one, you'll be able to see Paper's place, the little walled-off village she's been working on there. And not a whole heck of a lot else, I don't think. Oh, this might be the start of the Team F village. Or it could also be where Critter's been building. I don't recall exactly. And this one, boom, shows more of the road. So it looks like it breaks off here. It's actually a tunnel through the through a mountain, and this will be Miss Pretty Black's spawn home right here. And then of course the road heading off towards caves here. And I think this will be just the very hint of Dino Land starting right here. And then this one, booyah. So yeah, this is, oh, moved too quickly. This is where Light Chase has been building. It's got a nice Savannah top, Savannah hilltop. He's got a cool base on, and he's pretty close to some sand and some desert too. In here somewhere, I think this is Cave Knox's place here, actually. Yeah, there's the stairway up to his gigantic dwarven mountain that he's been working on for quite a long time now, and it's looking fantastic. So that's where that is, even though it's a little difficult to tell from a vertical map like this. And then in here will be where Def Tiger's place is. He hasn't been on in a while either, unfortunately. Try to not mix them up if I can help it. Alright, so this one, this goes south of my place. So you can see there's a little bit of a, like an inland sea at this point. I think you can actually get around this part of landmass right here. Regardless, this is where Fratz's mining company is. He lives in this part of the mesa right here. Actually, this sandy beach might be him right here. I think he's got a bridge across now to some farms in the grassland. So this is his mining area. Not much else in this part of the world. I think the third stronghold is down in here somewhere, actually, if I recall correctly. I rated it with Cave Knox and Paper Heart many months ago now. This map, this is the Team F village right here. As you can see, Frats isn't terribly far from his buddies in Team F when he comes down to go mining for clay. This is the place on the hill he's built, and I'm not sure if Finn or Furry did this one. It's mostly just a few walls and a floor right now. I think up in here, this might be is either Mine Cobble or Critter here somewhere too. I know they're all pretty close together. I just I don't spend enough time in that part of the world to know which is which. And then of course the spawn town is there. So there's the map at the spawn point of just spawn town, and this is a little bit more zoomed out, a little more detail done, or sorry, a little more work done on the Team F headquarters there. Town hall's here. Spawn point is this glassy bit right here, and then of course you've got Iron Ford and Bridgeport and all of those really cool builds. Delta is down here. I gotta try to not forget Delta. Guy's too cool for that. I'm not sure what this is. Light Chase has a mob grinder here in the middle of the ocean, and I don't know that there's anything really built on the easternmost border. There's a swamp in here that people can use to get some slime balls if they don't want to buy them from Team West. And I think that's it. I know Ginger's somewhere. Ginger and Keaton and Matt Steck are somewhere down in these mountains, but they might be a little further south than that. So we're down to the bottom row. So that's what the map looks like so far. It's actually not a bad looking map for the most part. I think the southernmost part is probably the biggest letdown, as I will shortly demonstrate. So boom, you get a little more of the mesa, and then in the southwesternmost corner there's actually a nice mesa plateau with a few of the dead looking oak trees and such, which is pretty cool. I think it's probably the coolest part of the mesa on the server. Yeah, there's not much else going on. I don't think anybody's actually claimed any of that land down there. Is this the one that goes next? My scout just goes off. Is this the one that goes next? I've put them all out of order, like a derp. That's not the one that goes next. I think it's this one. Yes. So there's like a little contained mesa bit here, and then some things. Paper Heart's underwater biome or dome I showed off is down in here because there's the little island that's right near it. I think that's the only thing in this entire sector, actually. And is this the next one? No, this is the last one. So this is the next one. Boom. There's the wonderful Guardian farm that we spent so long trying to build. I've got a little hidey cove down in here somewhere myself. And I think Foster, one of the newer players, built a house. That might be it there. Or it might be up here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. Then, of course, the bottom final corner. Pretty sure this is where Ginger is right here. Pretty sure that's Ginger Hearts. Sorry, Ginger and Paper. I just mixed your names up. That's Ginger Weasel's place there. Not far from a village that she found with Keaton and Matt. I think that's Matt's house. So it's probably, yeah, it's got to be Foster over here. Because he was kind of close to the village, but in a different direction than Ginger was. So that's the high voltage map for the current season. A little less water than I thought in the south. I thought more of this was ocean. And I thought it was a little easier to get through from my spot to the main ocean. I think you can, but you have to go kind of around out of bounds to come in here. Regardless though, not a lot of of real estate, because this is the spawn town here. There's not a lot of real estate south from spawn, unless you go to the far east or the westernmost corner. So there is that. Not a lot of desert, which is great because that's one of the biggest requests we had. The last map had far too much desert, so there's a bit there and a little bit in here, which is okay. We also wanted a little less savanna, and that's this part here is savanna. I think that's all the savanna we have in the map. Of course, then we have a little bit of birch forest here, some dark forest that runs up through here, and the rest will be plains and forest out through here. Well, through here at least. Then we're back into the taiga and the mountains up around through here. I think we revert back to plains and forests around here. Down here, taiga again. Plains. I think this is plains and forest. Mesa, some more hills. I don't know if this is actual desert or just hills. And then, yeah, more hills, and more hills. So the map is mostly extreme hills and ocean, I think. There are some good forests. I'm a little surprised, actually, how few people have built like in these areas. And there was another spot. It was down. No, because wait, where's Dinoland? This will be Dinoland here. There was another spot where I thought more people would build. Oh, it was over here. Kind of, yeah, in here and in this forest. I was surprised more people hadn't built there yet, but maybe they just didn't know about it. But there you have it. The most populated areas of the map, aside from the town, I would say would be this this northern quadrant here, between Papers, Caves, and then Cadence, the three gentlemen up around the lake, and myself. That's probably one of the more populated areas. Team F has got a bit going on. Ginger, Matt, and Keaton. Whoop! I was so mad at them, I punched them right off the wall. That's kind of populated too. Yeah, a little more room. Kind of in through here too. I don't know. It's just interesting to see how people have dispersed themselves a little bit on the map. But you guys have probably heard me talk enough about the map here today. So if you're interested, you can come by, take a look if you're on the server. Maybe you're looking for a new spot to build somewhere secluded. Either way, I was fascinated doing this project. It was really cool to see the map kind of reveal itself, because I was curious just how much ocean there was, and it turns out that there is quite a bit. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I might be doing fewer videos from the high voltage server in the coming weeks, especially through the summer. I'm going to be a little too busy to record, even though I'm going to try to still be an active player on the server. I do have a tentative new series that I've been recording. It's in single player, so I don't have to worry about recording a bunch ahead of time. So hopefully I've got enough footage to take me through the summer, and hopefully I can record a little bit in the summer. If not, I will have to pick it up again in the fall. So again, thanks for watching. This has been a super talky episode, but I hope you guys have found it entertaining, if not enlightening. So yeah, leave a comment if there's anything you're curious about on the server you'd like to see. And otherwise, have yourself a fantastic day, take care, and goodbye.